Welcome to the call, you guys. Go ahead and drop it in the chat. Where are you guys all tuning in from? We are a global movement. Let's see some fire in the chat and let me know where you're tuning in from across the globe. Awesome, awesome. Send out those text messages. Let's pack this call out. Go ahead and post it in your chats. Post it in on Facebook. You want to post it in your stories. Let's pack this call out. We got Mr. Bryce Thompson coming in tonight to just lay it all out. So definitely this is a call you do not want to miss. Let's pack it out. Let's see some 777s. Who is super lit to go into Atlanta? Who is going to Atlanta? Drop it in the chat, you guys. Let's pack this call out. Awesome, awesome. I see this call is lit. We are global, you guys. Definitely send those text messages out. We want 2,000 people on this call today. You guys, pack the line. Send out those text messages. You want absolutely everyone on this call. We are going to lay it out. This is a call you do not want anyone to miss. So go ahead, send those text messages out. We are so super excited, you guys. Atlanta is coming. Go ahead and drop it in the chat. Are you coming VIP to Atlanta? Are you going to be a VIP ticket holder in Atlanta? Have you got your virtual ticket? If you are global, have you got your virtual ticket? Getting in on the car giveaway. Oh my goodness. Nvisionu is giving away a car, you guys. Everyone who has a ticket is getting in on the car giveaway. So go ahead, text your family, text your friends. You want to pack this call out and you want to make sure that everybody is getting a front row seat in Atlanta. All right, a few more minutes to pack this call out. Go ahead, send those last minute text messages and let's get this call lit up. Lit up. Drop me some fire in the chat.
Est-ce que vous m'entendez? N'hésitez pas à mettre des drapeaux français dans le chat.
Okay. Hopefully, I think everybody should be able to hear and see me clearly, or at least hear me. Let me see if I can go ahead and pin my video. All right. What's going on, Nvisionu? How is everybody feeling? We are live. I don't know if usually I know David starts off the call right on time. But what I think I want to do, I want to give everybody another 120 seconds, 2 minutes, right? I want to give everybody 2 minutes to go out and really blast this call out to your chats, blast this call out to your teams, to your organizations, to your leaders. to, everybody that you can think of that should be on this call, right? That should be on this Vision Mastery call on a Sunday. I see the numbers moving up. Go out and say, oh, Bryce is on one. Envision You is on another level. Go ahead and drop that in the chat and let them know that we're really about to kick this thing off in a matter of less than 120 seconds, less than 2 minutes now, right? 2 minutes, 2 minutes. We're gonna give it 2 minutes. And I want everybody to really, I see Bahamas in the house. Everybody that's on this chat or on this call right now, drop in the chat exactly where you're located. What city, what state, what country, where are you tuning in from? Where are you tuning in from? I'm seeing everybody, I'm seeing people all over the world in different places. Different places all over the world. Let me go ahead and change my shirt. There we go. All right, all right, all right. We got about 1 more minute. We got about 60 more seconds, and we're going to go ahead and kick this thing off. Lagos, Nigeria in the house. I saw Nigeria had a big day yesterday. Big Vision Day in Nigeria. Let's go ahead and kick this thing off. We got about 1 minute. We got about 1 minute, and I'm going to go ahead and get started. Get your pens out. Get your papers out. Let's go ahead and take some notes. Note takers are money makers. I'm sure you've heard that before. Let's go ahead and kick this thing off on another level. All right, cool. The time is now 3:03 p.m. Eastern, 2:03 p.m. Central, 12:03 Pacific. I don't know exactly what time wherever you are, but it's time to go ahead and get this thing kicked off. First and foremost, my name is Bryce Thompson. I have, really been blessed over the course of the last 5 to 7 years. Once I made the decision, and I said yes to this overall industry, and I even got even more blessed, less than a year ago, saying yes to really partnering up and working within Envision You for the very, very first time. And seeing this vision, this huge vision that we all have come to fruition, impacting the lives of 1 billion people in so many different ways, more than just from a health and wealth perspective, right? So I personally, everybody has their own style in which they style in which they teach. And I pride myself on just keeping it 100% cutthroat and real, right? Because I always tell people, I'd rather tell somebody, hey, it's going to be extremely hard in the very, very beginning. So they already have, somewhat of a heads up to when things get hard and when you reach challenges. I'll say it, is success, massive success in life, in this industry, and Envision You, is going to be super easy? No, it's not, right? Not. And when we talk about success, is relative. So when I'm saying massive success, I'm saying, hey, $1 million or more, $2 million or more, $5 million or more, which I'm sure a lot of you have those goals, dreams, and aspirations. It's not going to be a walk in the park. You're going to have challenges. You're going to have setbacks. You're going to have, people that quit on you. You're going to have people that, may talk negatively about you. A lot of those things are going to happen. And that is the price that you pay, or at least one of them, one of the main prices that you pay when it comes to success, specifically within this space. Anybody that's ever made that type of money or have had that type of success or have impacted, tens of thousands of people, they'll say the same exact thing. This is a price that all of those people in this specific category that I'm talking about, this is a price that we all pay. So, there's something that there's this concept that I've taught on for probably for the last 5 years. And I'm going to teach it a little bit differently today. And I'm going to give it a different definition. I'm going to give you the definition I've always had, but I'm also give it a different definition. And I tell people, like, this is another just cutthroat thing. Like all good things, right? All good things come to an end. Drop a 7 in the chat if you agree with me. Drop a 7 in the chat. Like all good things come to an end, right? And all bad things, they don't always last forever. But all good things, they slow down, they stop, they come to a halt. It's not like that forever. Like when you look at, the financial markets, price, it doesn't just move in a straight line. It has its setbacks, it has its pullbacks. It's the same thing with life. Like life is not just an upward slope all the way until you get to where you want to go. You're going to have setbacks. You're going to have things that test you. And specifically as it pertains to this business is, we're going to have great months. We're going to have great weeks. We're going to have great days. And we're going to have some not so great months. We're going to have some not so great weeks. We're going to have some not so great days. But those days and those months where things are not as good is just preparation for us to go even farther and beyond our past greatest month or our past greatest day or our past greatest a week, right? So you gotta really remember, if you're one of those people that's like, hey, you know what, my business is really in momentum, people are joining, right? People are excited about Alive, they're excited about all of the different products and stuff, they're excited about our Nvisionu app. Like people are just excited, people are joining, people are, things are just looking up, like my family's good, everything is just great, and I'm moving in an upward direction. I want everyone to understand, in order to have an expectation for things to keep moving in that direction, you cannot get comfortable. Ever. You can't get comfortable. You can't. And when I put a time frame on it, and everybody's different, but I look at my life and what I've done, or at least have helped people do, because I don't want to talk about anything I haven't done or at least helped somebody do. 3 years, 18 months to 3 years of not getting comfortable and always looking for the next trampoline of success in your journey. That's how it goes. I can't get comfortable with my activity. I can't get comfortable with the things that I teach on. I can't get comfortable with, the things that I give and I present to my team, the things that I post on social media, the way that I market myself. I can't just be an ongoing hamster wheel of doing the same exact thing over and over and over again and thinking what worked last month will work this month. I can't be in that mindset of thinking all the things that I was doing when, I had a really big month is all I need to do is just keep doing those same things. No, that's not true. That's not true. Yes, repetition is key. But in order to keep going, you gotta provide something different. Right? You got to add an extra layer on top of the foundation that you're already setting every single month. Okay, Bryce, I'm doing, we had a really big month last month. Man, I was doing, 2 to 3 calls a day. I was presenting the business 5 to 6 nights a week. I was posting on my social media about my business 5 to 10 times a day, right? I promoted a really big event and we had a great month. All right. Now we're in April, or now we're in May, or now we're in June, right? It's the very next month. Do you think if you do those same exact things, you're going to have the same results? The question is, you might. You might. Yes, you probably will have the same results. But I'm not in this thing to stay the same. I don't want the same results. You don't want the same results. We want every single month to be bigger than the last one. So in order for us to move in an upward direction, that means we got to do something different. It doesn't mean we exclude what we did before. It just means that we got to start making additions to what we're already doing. That's going to be the difference between 10 grand and 100 grand. That's the difference between 100 grand and $1 million. Right? Let's be transparent on this call. if you're on this call right now and you're new to the industry, you're new, right? You're new, and you haven't made your first $1,000 yet in the industry, drop a 1 in the chat if you're on this call right now. If you being in this space, you haven't made $1,000 yet in this industry from the business side, and you're on this call right now. All the people that are dropping 1 in the chat, I am most excited for you. Why? Because you're literally staring the next threshold of success right in the face. Your first $1,000. That's team consulting. You're staring at it right in front of you, like you're right in front of the next threshold of success. You got to get it done. That's the reason that you're on this call right now. Those of you that have not made $10,000 in this industry, in this space, again, I'm most excited for you. These are some of my favorite people to work with. Why? You're staring success right in the face. Your first 10,000, you want to know why the first 10,000 is so important? Right? The first 10,000 is so important, right? Sometimes it's hard. I say it's just important. People say it's hard. Oh, the first 10,000 is hard. You know, oh, the first 10,000, that's a grind. Man, the first 10,000 is important. So I like to say it's easier because of its level of importance. Because look, at that threshold, my conversation and my confidence is different. Because when I'm talking about a business, this is what people will do. And I was just talking about this yesterday, right? People will refer to your business as this little business. What's, that little business that you're doing? What's up? Y'all still doing that little, health and wealth thing? So y'all still, are y'all still doing the little, are y'all still doing your little Zooms and events? Y'all still have y'all little meetings? So look, this is another thing they'll say. How's that little thingy majig y'all got? What's that little thing y'all got going? How's that little business that y'all, you've been doing and talking about? How's it going? Look, for me, once you make that first 10,000, the answer is simple. I mean, it's going. That's the answer. How's that little business that you have going? Well, it's going. It's going. I mean, my business, we've done about 5 figures. I've generated about 5 figures already. 5 figures. Now it starts to this is what I was talking about yesterday. They'll have hand gestures too. It's not just words, it's also hand gestures. Right? How's that little business? They'll do the how's that little business that you the little bit, the little business. See, once you do that, once you get 5 figures, right? Oh, I've done about 5 figures. Once that's your answer, at least this goes away. The hand gestures go away. Like it starts to trim down a bit. Like people start to, humble up a little bit when they talk to you. See, now once you do 6 figures, 100 grand, 100 grand. Oh, we're generating about 6 figures. I've done about 6 figures. Now it's like little. You sure it's little? Like little, it might. Once you do 7 figures, if they are still saying little, it's because they're big hating. They're big hating on you. And that's the best place to be, right? If you don't have people hating on you, talking negatively about what you're doing, that means what you're doing has no relevancy yet. I love the trolls. I love when people talk negatively about me because I know what that comes with. That comes with packed out stadiums. That comes with, millions of dollars a month, right? That comes with, everybody around me, doing 6 and 7 figures a month, right? That comes with, I know what that comes with. So come on, I'm waiting on them. Like the more they come, the more those pay quicker emails become celebratory, right? So look, I want everybody to understand. Let's just get back to what we were talking about before. If you want to, like, the difference maker in your success increasing is the difference in your activity every single day, every single week, every single month. That's the difference maker. The difference maker in your income is going to come from the difference in your activity. You can't do the same thing over and over again expecting for your income to grow. No, you got to add something on. So I always teach on this concept of wave, right? You have to surf the wave of success. You have to surf. How do surfers, right? How do surfers stay on this little cardboard wooden like platform? How do they do it? Well, the answer is they're not getting comfortable with the momentum of the wave that they're currently on. They're already preparing themselves for the next wave of momentum. That's how they stay afloat. Otherwise, that board is going in the water. Like, I got to make it all the way to shore. Once I make it to shore, once I make it to where I'm going, okay, then I can take a step back. I can sit back a bit. But if I want to stay afloat and I want to surf the waves of momentum in business, I can't get comfortable with the wave that I'm currently surfing. I have to already be looking in the mindset of, okay, I know things are good right now, but how can things be better moving forward? How can I increase the excitement moving forward? What can I give extra to my team? How can I serve more to Nvisionu, my organization? How can I spice things up a bit? Everybody on here, look, I tell people this. You have entrepreneurs and business owners, and you have artists and visionaries. Entrepreneurs and business owners, they're going to do the same thing. Like they're going to repetition, make money. Artists and visionaries look at opportunity from a different lens. Artists and visionaries, you have to be the Picasso. You have to be the Picasso of where you want to go in your journey. I decided to be an artist a long time ago. I want to be an artist when it comes to business. I'm an artist because I painted this life that I live. I painted this in my mind 7 years ago. I saw this. I painted this in my mind. And even for other people, this is where you take things a step forward. Not only are you an artist for your own journey, but you have to be an artist for other people's as well. That's how you take things to a whole nother level. Because even people that I've come in contact with, sometimes you have to paint, right? You have to paint the vision for them of where you know that they deserve to be, of where you know that they can be at some point in life. You got to paint that vision for them so they can see it too. See, some people, don't you think that it's odd that we all have eyeballs, but our visions are different? Like, some people might have 20/20 vision and not require glasses. Like, they see perfectly. Some people need contacts. Some people need like real prescription glasses in order to be able to see something clear as day right in front of them. So as an artist and as a visionary, you literally have to, like, through teaching, through energy, through mindset, I have to literally put the glasses of success on you for you to be able to see what's right in front of you. For you to be able to see that diamond is literally 60 days away. I see it clear as day. I have to paint that vision for you. It's right in front of you. Like, it's sitting right there. You might not be able to see it right now because You need another prescription. I got to help you get the right prescription for you to see it. And how do I help somebody get the right prescription? How do I help? Right? First and foremost, the first W in WAVE, it stands for work ethic. My other definition that I came on this call today was willingness. Willingness. Work ethic and willingness. Because I can tell somebody to have work ethic, but if they don't have the willingness to work, it doesn't make it's in, you know, it's no point. So my willingness, I have to show people my willingness first in order for them to develop the willingness themselves. That's the difference. Entrepreneur and business owner, visionaries and artists. If I'm an artist and I'm a visionary, I got to have the willingness first. I have to have the willingness to be front row. I have to have the willingness to show up even when I don't feel like it. I have to have the willingness to feel bad when I'm absent. I have to have the willingness to, you know, already have my ticket to the event so I can flash it and show it to my team, brag about it. I already got my event ticket. I don't need a call or motivation, or I don't need perspective, or I don't need, you know, things to be explained to me for why I should be in the room May 24th through the 26th. I already got it. I already have the willingness first. Business owners and entrepreneurs, artists and visionaries. This is the side, you know, y'all know the cash flow quadrant. Robert Kiyosaki, he needs to make a fifth quadrant. Like, we're going to add a fifth quadrant on there, right? like a fifth quadrant. And that's for artists and visionaries. That's where you want to be, because that's less than 1% of the world. That's like less than 1%. The A in WAVE, attention. Attention is my original definition. I came on this call today and I'm adding action. I'm going to take a page out of John C. Maxwell's book. John C. Maxwell, I read this back in 2019. I don't even remember exactly which book it was. I believe it's Developing the Leader Within You. But he said, you can have superior knowledge with inferior results if you do not take action. Those of you that are on the call right now, you've already thought of the next $1 billion opportunity. You've already thought about the next $1 billion. You've already had the next $1 billion idea. It's already popped up in your mind. It's already popped up. It's already, think about how many ideas that you think. Statistically speaking, I believe it's we on average think 70,000 different thoughts a day. 70,000 different thoughts a day. If I'm thinking 70,000 different thoughts a day, I know one of those 70,000 thoughts got to be $1 billion. Got to, it has to. Right? So think about this for a second. How many times have you thought about something? You was like, man, that was good. Yeah. Have you ever told yourself, man, wouldn't it be cool if, what if we did? Have you ever said that? The difference between those people and other people are they don't even say anything. They run right here to their computer. They run right here to their piece of paper. They write it down and they get to work. They get to work. The difference between those people and like the people that make a lot of money, they hopping out of bed. They're getting out of bed and they're saying, oh, I got to write this down because I don't want to forget it when I wake up. I got to take action the very next morning. Because when you think of $1 billion idea, you're not quick to talk about it. Oh, no, it's $1 billion idea. It's the next $1 million idea. Oh, this is the idea that's going to take me to diamond. Why am I just talking about it freely like it's not $1 million? If it's $1 million idea, you got to treat it as such. Right? You got to treat it as such. Discretion is key. Discretion is key. I want you to see the result of it when it's actually physically present here. I thought of this a while ago. You're just seeing it now because I took action. I didn't want to waste any time. Action and attention. What are you paying attention to? Because here's the thing. When your attention is aligning with your intention, you tend to take action. If I intend on going diamond and making $100,000 a month, everything that I attend or I let my mind pay attention to is going to align with that. I'm not going to be in the environment of people that are not talking about diamond. That's not where I'm going to spend most of my time. I'm not going to, surround myself around people that are doing the same thing that they were doing in high school, the same thing that they were doing in college, the same thing that they were talking about a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years. No, I'm going to align myself around people that are talking about the future, the next level, right? Their goals, their dreams, their aspirations, going diamond, going double diamond, triple diamond, imperial diamond, right? Those are the people that I want to hang around. These are the people that I want to pay attention to. This is where I want to give my energy, my frequency. Attention has to align with your intention. Action is just a byproduct of it. You tend to take action more when you're surrounded around people that take action. That's just how it goes. Now, the V, right? The V, this is my favorite one. This is my favorite one. Visualization is the original. I came on this call today with a new definition. Your vibe. What is your vibe? What is your attitude? Seriously, what? That is it's so important, right? Like, here's the thing, like, if you're not vibing, it's going to be very, very hard. You have to find the happy place in this opportunity. That's just that's how it goes. You have to develop the attitude that attracts people to you in this opportunity. If you're treating this opportunity like a job, like something you gotta do, if you're treating this opportunity like a drag, you will get dragged through the opportunity. That's how it goes. If you're treating the opportunity like, this is a sum I'm doing. That's how people will respond to you when you are trying to recruit them or you want to attract them into your business. It's going to be extremely hard. It's funny because I was talking to David like a few months ago and he was like, man, this stuff is just fun. I'm like, and to hear him say it's funny to me, but he's right. This stuff is fun. Having an opportunity for people is like, it's rewarding. It feels good because I have a conversational piece for anybody I come in contact with. We can talk about it. And the beautiful thing is, like, we have so much to offer. Who doesn't want to live a healthier life? Who doesn't want to make more money? It's fun. So that's what you have to exude. Like, that's the vibe and the energy you have to exude when you're coming around people that could potentially come into your organization and come into your business. And where's that going to come from? What you visualize. Visualize your happy place. Because you got to go there in your attitude and your vibe first before it can show up in your physical. Understand what I'm saying? Like you have to exude the energy and the frequency of a millionaire before $1 million shows up in your bank account. That's how it works. Like, I don't want to be like a broken radio saying things that you've heard before, but sometimes it's like, we're massaging the belief muscle. We're massaging the visualization muscle. Like, what are you visualizing? To this day, I still go in neighborhoods of places I want to live. I still like to test drive new vehicles. I still like to, just be around people that have more money than me. Because guess what? I start visualizing myself in places that I'm not in. And it just affects my vibe because I'm just like, man, I'm turned up. I'm excited, right? Sarah always says, I'm jacked. I'm jacked on like I know where I'm going because I see it so much. I see it so much. I see it all of the time. It's in my head to the point that when it happens, I'm not gonna be celebrating and you're not gonna see me like that because I'm not gonna be flustered because I've been here before. It's easy to be humble when you get a lot of money when you've already went there in your mind years ago. It's easy to be humble. This is saying act like you've been there before. See, the people that make a lot of money and it's gone as quick as they got it because they were so excited is because they did not go there in the first place. But when you go there and it actually happens in the physical, it'll be like it's always been there. And humility will just naturally show. It'll just be like, well, I mean, man, look at your car. I've been driving this for 10 years, but you've only had it for 2. Look at this house you live in. Right? I mean, I've been here for 10 years. You bought it 2 years ago. That's how it, but that's the mindset you gotta have. That's where visualization comes in hand. Do not think it's corny to go window shopping. Go window shop. Like, do it. Go feel it. Do not think it's corny to go try on that watch. Bryce, I don't even like watches. That's because you don't have one. Bryce, when I get a lot of money, I'm not going to be a jewelry guy. That's because you don't have a lot of money. Go try on the watch. Man, Bryce, when I get a lot of money, I'm not going to want no Rolls Royce and Lamborghini and Porsche. That's because you don't have a lot of money. Go sit in the seat. Put your hands on that steering wheel. Tell me how it makes you feel. It's important. Visualization and vibe. Ladies and gentlemen that's on this call right now, I used to have a job. I tell people this all the time. Every time I've given this training, I have to offer this because what's common between all of us on this call right now, watch this. Drop a 1 in the chat if you've ever had a job. Drop a 1 in the chat. That's everybody on this call right now. Some of us have worked at McDonald's. Some of us have worked as waiters, waitresses, bus drivers, teachers. Some of us have worked as investment bankers on Wall Street. Some of us have worked as attorneys. Some of us have worked as, nurses. Look, I used to work at European Wax Center. I was not waxing anybody, but I worked there, right? I was a head marketing executive with European Wax Center. In other words, I passed out flyers in the parking lot for the one in Missouri City, right? But that's a job that I had. European Wax Center. And when I think about all of the different jobs that I had, I always look at, me as a business owner now, me as an entrepreneur. As a business owner and an entrepreneur, guess what? You know what's crazy? You can't get fired. Do not take that luxury for granted. You can't get fired. The opportunity can't get stripped from you. Do not take that advantage for granted. Because with a job, guess what we do? We tend to have a better vibe at the job. We tend to show up on time to our job. We tend to bring coffee and say hello to everybody at our job. Right? We tend to edify the job, your supervisor, your boss, like nobody's business at our job, even though we're still going to get paid the same. But you want to know why we do that? Because we are afraid that we are going to get fired. And I promise you, if you give your business the same level of respect, if you give your mentors, right, people that really want to see you win in this space, that level of edification, you give this opportunity, that level of respect, it will start respecting you back. Look, your job, your job, whatever company you worked with, whether it be McDonald's, European Wax Center, they had conventions. Yes, they had conventions. They had events and things of that nature. You were there. You showed up. May 24th and the 26th, I'm in the room, right? Front row. Absolutely. No questions asked. I'm on time. I'm on time. I had to learn this the hard way. I hadn't always been, I had to learn the hard way. Trust me. I'm dressed to impress. Because, look, my job, at least I get to keep my hair. Guess what my job told me to do? My last job I ever worked. They said, you need to cut your hair. I said, what? I got to cut my hair? At least as an entrepreneur, you can have braids, dreadlocks, be bald, have a part in your head, have diamond, and it be a cool thing. At my job, they said, you need a haircut. Guess what I did? I went to the barbershop, cut it all off. If I can give my job that level of respect, I'm here suited and booted, tailored, custom suited, right? Cleaning my jewelry up, haircut clean. I cannot wait to show up in that room. That is how I love this environment. I mean, I'm so grateful for Nvisionu, super grateful for David and Manite and Yvonne Tapia for cultivating this, like, when you found your people, like when you're in a relationship, I found my person. I found my people. That's how I feel. We talk about products and services and compensation plans and this, that, and the third, but like when you find, like, Nvisionu is my type of people. And that's where you have to go within the opportunity. Nvisionu is just my type of people. Forget company. Nvisionu is a people. Like, Nvisionu is my type of people. So I feel good about winning here. I feel good about blowing this thing up here. It's going to mean so much more. It's going to feel so much better. And that's the decision that all of you have to make that's on this call right now. I'm just super grateful. I gotta give this respect. I gotta give it the love and energy that it deserves. That's how that's how it goes. You know, you're on a journey until you find, okay, this is my pocket. This is my pocket. We only been on 40 minutes. Because here's the thing. The E. The E actually stands for expectation. When you work hard and you had a willingness to work, you paying attention, your attention is aligning with your intention, you're taking action, you're visualizing where you want to be, you're keeping a good attitude, you're keeping a good vibe. Now you can have an expectation for what you want to accomplish, what you sought to accomplish, the goals that you've set out for yourself and for the people around you. Expectation. That's the original definition. The other definition I came on is called events. Events. Elevating the vision and eliminating negative thoughts. Events. I can speak from a place of experience now. I've seen the lows of business. I've seen really extreme highs. Relative, right? So I can speak from I can speak from experience now. You can put all your eggs in one basket. I know that sounds crazy, right? Like when it comes to becoming successful in this space, you can put all your eggs in one basket. I truly believe that. I truly believe that. You can literally put all your eggs in an event and be totally fine. That is my honest, full-fledged, educated, and experienced opinion. I've been in situations where my business was just tanking. I mean, like people were leaving, things were not going well, and I caught another lifeline at an event. I promise you, if things were doing like this, and I hit an event, I don't know what it is. My business just did this every time. Every single time. I kid you not. The event could be on a Saturday. My business could have been falling for 6 months, all the way up until Friday. And Sunday, things will start looking on the uptrend. Every single time. I kid you not. For the last 7 years that I've been doing this. I don't even know how many conventions and major events I've been to, but quite a bit. And it's happened every single time. So I encourage all of you on this call right now, if you have not gotten a ticket, you're slightly behind because, obviously all the VIPs are sold out now, but there are tickets available. Go get a ticket. Go get a ticket. Like today, right? Literally go get a ticket. If you've already gotten a ticket, go buy your flight. Go get your hotel. Go get whatever accommodations you have to get so you can focus solely on getting everything out of that event possible. That is my honest, educated, and experienced opinion of being in this space, being in this business, seeing the highs, the lows of this industry. Seriously. Right? But before we get off, quick announcement. For those of you that are in Europe, I'm gonna actually share my screen because I don't know if Robert is on right now, but let me go ahead and share my screen. For those of you that are in Europe, like drop a 1 in the chat if you're in Europe or have somebody in your organization that's in Europe. Or you know somebody in Europe. You're connected to somebody in Europe. This is a big deal specifically for you. What's today's date? Today is April 28th. April 28th. So this is from April 20. This is from now, because it started yesterday. This is from now till the end of this month, April 30th, specifically for Europe. One, it's all you've already had the news of like products coming directly to Europe for the very, very first time. Alive, right? All of the health products, specifically Alive, coming to Europe for the very, very first time in Envision history. But on top of that, let me go ahead and share my screen. Hold on. Is my screen shared? Let's see. Boom. Here we go. Boom. From now until the end of the month, specifically for Europe, 10 bottles of Alive. All of the stats and the numbers are right here on this picture. 10 bottles of Alive, 20% in the binary, 500 qualified by QV, 350 commissionable volume, and a fast start of $50. 1 year Visionary Builder Kit, $500 base, $500. That is a promotion going on right now until the end of this month. Specifically, those of you that are in Europe. I know we just had 2 big events in Europe. Huge shout out to Luxembourg. Huge shout out to the Netherlands. Sold out event. It was beautiful. It was beautiful to see from my end. If you're in Europe, take full advantage of this. This is going literally for the next 2 days. It started yesterday. It's going for the next 2 days, midnight Eastern, April 30th. Everybody take a screenshot of this. This is available right now. Right now. I don't have a set date on when it's projected to arrive at your doorstep, but I will allow Robert or David to give you those projected dates. But this is available right now for purchase. 20% the binary, huge. 350 QV, CV, 500 QV, $50 fast start, every single package. Let me stop sharing. So I wanted to share that before we get off this call. And honestly, again, I'll say I'm just super excited to be here, super excited to be, building this vision, within Envision U. NVU Arena. I don't know if y'all remember when I said that. NVU Arena. Like that's still like NVU Arena. I really can't wait to see that come to life. And Atlanta is going to be all right. Let me go back to being real, right? Let me go back to being real. It's not, I don't see much out there. I don't see much out there. I don't, that's the competitive person in me. I just don't see much out there. I don't see the real level of excitement, energy, and vibe out there that we're creating right now within Envision U. And that's my personal, honest, unbiased opinion. I'm being real. I like to give people their flowers and opportunities, their flowers, and give them their props. But in my honest opinion, right, 2,000 people in Atlanta, Georgia, May 24th through the 26th, nobody's touching that. No opportunity in any industry, right? It don't matter if it's the sports industry, music industry. That level of, right, like wow. That wow moment that we're gonna have not only in the room, but even more so from people watching outside the room, it's gonna put us on a whole nother level. And that's just me being completely real and honest. So look, I'll see everybody in Atlanta, Georgia, May 24th to the 26th. Thank you, David, for getting me on this call, and I will see everybody later. Let me go ahead and close it out. See y'all at ATL. Let's go.
Recording stopped.